Sometimes in life, man, you gotta change the way you think, change the way that you behave in order to attract the type of success you want in your life, to gain the certain blessings that you've been wanting, to get into a position where you're starting to see things happen in your life, right? That's positive. But in order for that to happen, to occur, you had to change your mental conditioning. And when it comes down to our mental conditioning, which revolves around the same thinking patterns, the same thoughts, right? The same mindset, right? That's not conducive to growth. Thinking the same way like everybody else does, doing the same thing, behaving the same way like everybody else, and you see how those people behave. You see what their thinking patterns like. You see what they think. You see how their thoughts play out in front of them, and they live in the same mundane life like you. Y'all operate in the same way. You know that person is not going to attain or attract any type of success or gain anything worth noteworthy, right? Noteworthy in their life if they do not change their mental conditioning. You cannot attain any type of success in your life if you don't change your mental conditioning. When it comes down to mental conditioning as well, it's about building the mind and strengthening the mind. A weak mind is not going to garner any results. It's just not going to happen. You can't think the way you thought when you were 15 and expect these results to happen in your life. You can't think the same way that you've been thinking your entire life and expect to get to a place where you are successful. It's not going to happen. In order for you to be in a certain place of growth where you are winning, your mindset has to change. Your thought patterns have to modify. You have to gain a new perspective of life. You have to grow your mind. You have to stop behaving the way you were behaving when you were 15 years old. And you saw how you were behaving, and it wasn't garnering any results in your life. You saw the result of your life when you behaved at 15. Your life went nowhere. You think the same way like everybody else did. Your same thought patterns is go to school, graduate, get a job, go to college, marry a woman, have kids, and be slave to the system for the rest of your life. But let's just go to the job part, right? Go to college, right? People think, the vast majority of people think that success is all about going to college and getting that degree, right? Getting a job, having a retirement savings, a retirement plan, your pension, work until you're 65 years old and dead in the body, waiting to get that pension, slaving away for a company, and they think that is the definition of success, right? That's how people think. That's their conditions of their mind. That's their mental conditioning. Literally working through their life. That's how they think. So that's how they're going to live. But if you want to attract a certain success in your life that's not conducive to how people think, like which is the normal way to think, that's outside of the box, outside of the matrix, right? Your mindset, your behaviors, your thoughts, right? Everything about you that was in the past, it has to change. It has to change. You have to restrip your old thinking, your old thinking patterns. You have to restrip your old mental conditionings and create new ones and develop every day those new conditions for the mind. Because at the end of the day, only hoodlums is going to hang out with hoodlums. Only broke people are going to hang out with broke people. Rich, wealthy people are going to hang out with rich and wealthy people. It's very simple. It's common sense. People of the same flock, birds of the same flock, are going to flock together. I should say birds of the same feather flock together. That's my bad. Birds of the same feather will flock together. No bird of a different feather is going to be flocking together. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hang out with people that complain all day about their job and how much they despise it, how much they hate it, how miserable they are, and you're entertaining that mess, you're entertaining their language, guess what? Their language, the way they think, their behavior is going to affect your life. It's going to seep into your own existence, and you're going to start to move how they think. So that means is you're going to start complaining like them. You're going to start bitching and moaning like the people in the 9 to 5. How they bitch and moan all day. Complain about the same thing. You're going to start behaving just like them. And how are you going to grow? With that type of behavior, with that type of mindset, how are you going to grow? You complain about the job, but you still go back to it. You signed up to be at that job. You have no reason, no right to complain. You signed up to be there. You can quit at any time. You can quit the job, you can leave the job at any time, but you choose to stay there. You choose to hang out with people that complain about the job. Right? But you're trying to start a business. You're trying to develop your own talents, your own skills, and turn that into another stream of income. Become your own boss. Become your own employer. Work for yourself. Create your own future. Not put the future in the hands of a company. No. So in order for you to do that, you got to distance yourself from people that are stuck in this bondage of working a job for the rest of their life. This is the type of people that complain, like I said, but they do nothing to change their circumstances. You can't be around people like that. Because the more you hang around those people and you talk to them, you're going to start to behave the same way, man. You're going to start to act the same way. You're going to start to think just like them. Because like I said, man, birds of the same feather, they flock together. But make sure that as the bird, you have the type of feathers that is about growth and elevation and about winning in life. Not the type of feathers where you do nothing to change your circumstances, where you're stuck in the same place, right? You're stuck with these old past conditions. And those past conditions was programmed into your mind by somebody else, most likely by your parents, by your friends, by your teachers, by whoever. They condition you to think the same way like society do. And so you're going to live your life according to your conditions. And I realized this, like, looking back, that I don't want to live like how everybody else is living. I'm more interested in creating my own future, developing my own future, not letting a job dictate my future, not needing a college degree to define my success in life. No. I want to change the pattern. I don't want to follow the same pattern like everybody else is. I mean, naturally, I'm just going to move away from that pattern. But a lot of people are just comfortable operating in those same patterns, operating in those conditions. Well, operating in those conditions is not bringing you no results. It's not. And the reason why a lot of people don't want to change their mental conditions is because they're comfortable with what the conditions they already have, right? It's uncomfortable to change your conditions because there's a lot of uncertainty that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But uncertainty is a good thing. Being certain about everything, it's just boring. Because you're bound to live the same way that you've always been living. No, there's not going to be any opportunity to grow. No new doors are going to open for you if you don't change your mental conditioning. And for me, this is a process that I'm in the middle of. You know what I'm saying? I choose not to hang out with those people that all they want to do is complain about the circumstances but do nothing about it to change it. They don't want to look for solutions. Instead, they want to dwell on the problem forever and not take any action. But I'm about taking action and changing my circumstances for the better. I don't care how long it takes. I might be stuck in this position right now, an unfavorable circumstance, but I know with enough action, faith, effort, and just developing my mental conditioning to a place where I want to be successful, right? The mindset of winning, the mindset of growth, I'm going to get there eventually. You feel me? So in this video, I'm just suggesting that you start to change, create new mental conditions for your life, develop those every single day. But stop hanging around people that have these past conditions that's stunting their growth, that's getting them nowhere in life. You don't want to hang around those people because then their behaviors, their thoughts are going to start to linger in your life. It's going to affect your progress. Get around people that are about growth. Get around people that are about leveling up in life. Get around people that do not think the same way, that don't think the traditional way. Get around people that want more for themselves, that don't think like a slave. A lot of people who are in their 20s or in their 30s are still behaving how they behaved when they were 18 years old. You're not a little boy no more, you're a grown man. You're not a little girl no more, you're a grown-ass woman. Start behaving like one. Don't act like one. Behave like one. Behave like a grown man. Behave like a grown woman. And level up your mind. Because that can only bring you and show you more doors of opportunity in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to change your mental conditions to attract a certain level, a certain type of success that you want to have. Because I believe that everybody's success is different. What success is to everybody else is different. I don't believe that everybody, has the same type of success. Everybody's success is different. What success looks like for you, well, go ahead and chase it. Go ahead and pursue it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you're developing new mental conditions every day that is conducive to that type of success that you want in your life. This is Mr. Solodolo. Like for the algorithm, more content is to come. Subscribe today, and I'm out. Peace.